Hello folks. So here is one of my favorite lenses for the RF, the 35mm f1.8. I think it's a macro too, but this is made for a full frame. So now we're getting into the big boys. So on this one, it's in automatic mode setting done by Canon. And no, I do not have C-Log 3 on, okay? I figured this is the fastest way to figure out if an 8-bit video will look as good as a 10-bit. Probably not, but too many buttons to press for C-Log 3. So I'm trying out this lens at 35mm. And I'm going to go a different route. So I just uploaded 28 minutes worth of video for the 24. And you've been seeing about, I don't know how many videos I've been doing with the R6II with the 28. Well, that's going on, but this lens looks sharp, okay? I have two other RF lenses, no, 3 after this. But look at this. This picture is fantastic. This is a perfect shot for a full frame camera. Lens is not expensive. Well, a little bit more than a 50mm, I think, but still, you can't beat it. Okay? Oh, car trouble. So I'm using the Rode lavalier mic. I'm starting off with my neighborhood first. I want you to look at all the pretty flowers and trees. They're gorgeous. It's 103 outside. Oh, gotta back up. Hi, Mama. There's the mama. I don't know if you can see them. See? The two? Well, the one. So I'm glad they're alive. They're over here. I need to put some water out. I like that. I like that family right there already. I never see the dad around. He's probably fooling around again. I'm going to put his name in now for delinquent fathers not paying child support. I just have to find out his name. So how does this look? Of course, I'm going to pick it up to 40 miles an hour at least, folks. So I already took you to the deer park. 35 millimeter. Loving it. I think for car vlogging, I'm going to leave it with the 35 millimeter. For the macro work and portraits, the 50 millimeter and 85 millimeter. And the 1 to 400 or anything else. Now I have two other lenses. They're the EFS, which I'm thinking of trying on this camera also. See if it crops. That's the 10 to 18. And the EFS Pancake 24 millimeter also. Yes, I got a Pancake also on the 24 millimeter. Nope, I couldn't go. Just gonna stop. I think I'll go down Evans Road this time. I should have brought the 35 millimeter last night. But I was liking the 28 millimeter. I could try the 50 millimeter on here, but when you make turns, it kind of makes people a little seasick. But it does bring up the picture quality pretty much. So when I put a 40 millimeter on an APS-C crop sensor camera, usually it gives me a 60 millimeter, but with a 1.6, I think it gives me a 64? Something like that. Oh, I see a deer. Deer, oh deer. Yeah, he's down there. Yeah, there he is right there. See the deer? Hi, deer. What are you looking at? Oh, you're that Texan that likes driving around. So the bike lane ends and the rough road begins. So they spent a long time doing the entrance, okay, to this road. In fact, too long of a time. I wish they would have continued on and smoothed out all of this road. Just a thought. Oh, he's out. Farmer. It's 103 out there. What is he doing there? Probably cleaning up. At least he's wearing a hat. Trying to be quiet, I'm chewing my gum. Now, you see how smooth this is? And I want to point it a little bit more this way, folks. And actually, more that way. Okay, now it's straight. So it's 7 o'clock, just about. I already fed Wanda. The cat still has food out. See how bumpy this is? This is ridiculous. Now, I think when you have a road like this, it's to keep you from sliding too much. That's why it's not too slick. So, look at that cat. Skinny. Uh-oh. They're digging at the high school. Oh man, construction everywhere. So I'm seeing a little haze. And I think that's from smoke, or it could be from the cement factory. Who knows? So what do you think of this 35 millimeter? So I'm letting the Canon do its thing. And no, I don't have a filter. All I have is stops. I do have a lens hood, but it's too close to the windshield. So the only way I can do it is just turning it away from the sun. Boy, it's bumpy. Bumpy, bumpy. There's light, it's red. Okay. So let's see if I'm next. Or I got here too late. Yeah, I got here too late. Now, I could make a right, then a U-turn, and then another right, but who's in a hurry? This is a long light, by the way. And I don't know if they can tell if I have a camera. One guy in a truck noticed it and had to stop, and he did a wave, so he did see it. So it's 104 now. See, there's some parts in San Antonio that are hotter than the other. So I'm in the Verde area, okay? Now the speed limit's 45. And I remember coming down here, it's downhill all the way. And I forgot to set for overflow on the SD card. So I've been going about 17 and a half minutes, almost 18 now. And the camera's not overheating. I always slow down right about here. So is this too bright? So I can't see the light system. Oh, it's not on, so it's a stop, four-way stop. Well, two-way stop. I'm going right into the sun, folks. It's about an hour and a half from sunset. So I think what I'll do is I have this in the automatic. When I go get my Frappy Mocha, because you knew I was going this way, right? I'll switch out the card. And I'll put it in manual mode. See how it looks. This is a pretty drive. Great roads. I'm gonna put that down. But this is the worst time to driving, especially when the sun gets low. That's why I'll be going the other way, away from the sun. I do not see one cloud in the sky. Yeah, I do. But when it sets, you're not going to see it. So this is 40. So usually I'm driving this at night. You got these speeders here. I let them go ahead. They're bigger than me. So you can see where the bright areas are. I hate when people slow down and see if you're gonna turn. Show off some rocks. There it is. That's what I was looking for. I always miss the entrance. And you know what? There's a lot of people here. I'm gonna forget about it. I'm just going to go to these rocks and admire them. Park in the shade. And change the setting. All right, folks. Be right back.